Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and welcome to 8 Minute Wisdom. I'm Dana Scranton. Today's episode is about the importance of 1/4 of a second, and I call it the 1/4 second rule. What do I mean by that? Researchers over the past several decades have concluded that you have approximately 1/4 of a second from the time that you are stimulated with an input to when you react. What does that mean? Well, let's say that you see something, or you hear something, or something touches you. 1/4 of a second later, your mind and your body produce a reaction to that stimulus. Now, it may be something minor, maybe something major, but it comes from the survival instinct. Your brain takes 1/4 of a second to process it, boom, fires the appropriate electrical signals to put you into action. Now, why is that important? Let's put it in the framework of you, the entrepreneur, somebody who has great aspirations, a dream. Let's say that you have somebody that you're dealing with, and they're a little bit of a difficult personality. They're the kind of person that you'd really rather not be around, but here they are, and they say something that you don't agree with, you don't like, you find offensive, and it triggers you. 1/4 of a second later, you've delivered a verbal volley as a counterattack to what this individual said. And you instantly regret it. You know that it wasn't the right thing to say. And now you're trapped in this emotional contradiction. You didn't want to say it, you did say it. Now what do you do, right? That's the 1/4 second that you really have to pay attention to. Once you are aware of this, which is what I'm doing right now, making you aware of the 1/4 second window that you've got to respond as opposed to react. Reaction is something that happens almost instantaneously. It's programmed into you as a survival instinct. So let's just push that aside and say, we're not dealing with vicious carnivores here or man-eating plants. We're dealing with humanity, and humanity is kind of a cacophony. It's a mix, and you can't always predict what it's going to be like, but you can predict how you will respond to it. 1/4 second rule. Now that you know that you've got that 1/4 second creeping around inside of you, getting ready to trigger something, you have the opportunity to create a safe zone. What is that? A safe zone is an immediate response to a triggering episode where you mentally go to a place that is your perfect place. It might be sitting on a beach with a Mai Tai, gentle breeze blowing over while you observe the waves rolling in with not a sound but the waves and a bird chirping in a tree behind you. It might be a place that you love to go in the woods. It might be the library because you love the silence and the ability to read and to learn. But it's whatever it is that is your ideal sanctuary. Create a mental image of that, vivid sound, sight, smell, touch, feel, temperature, breeze. Make it real. Make it so that you have it so well ingrained into your mind as a picture, as a movie, that you can immediately go to it when you get triggered. Now, why is that important? Here's why. As an individual, as an entrepreneur, as a business person, as a parent, as a spouse, as a partner, how you control the vision of what's possible in your life is absolutely tied to positive energy. If you fill your life with negative energy, you will not get to where you want to go unless where you want to go is down. You have aspirations, you have dreams, you have goals, you have visions, you have a purpose in life. That's what needs to be on the forefront of your mind all the time, except when you've got other things that you have to focus on. So when you get triggered, that tends to be negative episodes. When you get triggered by somebody or something and you react, very oftentimes What that does is create a massive wave of negative energy, and that creates problems for you in keeping your mind fixed on the thing that you want in life. So rather than reacting, you keep a cool head, a cool persona, and you respond. What's your response? Here's the beauty. Your response can be nothing at all, or it can be a thoughtful response. It can be a nod, or it can be something that just diffuses the situation. It can be a compliment to the other person and say, well, that's an interesting perspective. I can see you've given it a lot of thought, even if they haven't. But point being, that 1/4 second, now that you're aware of it, you can create a response protocol. You teach yourself, I'm going to count to 3 before I respond to a stimulus. If it triggers you, you're going to feel it until you train yourself to the point where you don't get triggered. But let's just say that you know that 1/4 second rule is there and that you have a propensity to react. So now you create your special place, your sanctuary. You get triggered, you count to 3, you go to your special place, take a breath, maintain your positive energy. That's how you keep yourself out of negative energy jail when dealing with humanity, when dealing with the situations around you. It's very difficult to do, but that's what you as an entrepreneur are absolutely geared to do, to take on the difficult, to create the positive from the negative, to make an impact, to fulfill the needs of others through who you are and who you will become. That's the whole idea behind this 1/4 second rule. The 1/4 second rule is real. Your response to that rule is real. So don't let your reactions take over your energy and spoil the day for you and others. You're an entrepreneur. You have control of your life. You have the freedom to create your sanctuary place that is the very essence of what you're trying to create in your life. Go there, just like that. Well, that's today's episode. I hope you found it valuable. And remember, 1/4 second. Be cognizant of it. Be aware of it. Create that special place, your sanctuary from reaction. Well, we'll see you out there on the frontier of opportunity and possibilities. And of course, in the next episode. Take care.